sharing is what I demand. Unless it's my kids, then nepotism stands. Big Mad Don, crying at dawn. Big Mad Don. He yelled at his staff, get rid of this woke. That rainbow flag is making me choke. I only like colors when they're on me, and the only inclusion is my family. He ranted on stage, made the crowd cheer. America's greatest when folks disappear. Unless you're rich and look just like me, then you're the best and probably free. Big Mad Don, losing his color. Big Mad Don. One day, folks had enough. Said we're tired of all your grift and bluff. They pulled out the votes, sent him away. Now he screams at the walls at FPOJ. No more Don, jailhouse lawn, justice won. Bye bye Don.
Chat, I found this box labeled Epstein Files, and now the feds are chasing me. Stay tuned for more.
Woke up this morning feeling kinda rough. My comb's all droopy, yeah, times is tough. Feathers falling out, Lord, I'm sneezing too. Ain't no doubt about it, I got the bird flu. Oh, I got the bird flu blues, yeah. Ain't no cure, just bad news, yeah. The farmer's got gloves and a nervous stare. I clucked for some help, but he don't care. Henrietta left me, took my best straw bed. Said I ain't sharing nothing with a chicken half dead. The ducks all laughing, saying it ain't our fault. But I swear that Mallard gave me this call. Oh, I got the bird flu blows, yeah. I'm coughing, I'm wheezing, achoo. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, I'm screwed. I used to be proud, I used to be strong. Now the whole damn coop says I won't last long. Now listen, y'all. I used to be the king of this here yard. Wake up the farm with my golden crow. Now I can't even manage a cock-a-doodle-doo. Violet, Lord, just take me now. The vet pulled up, oh man, what a sight. With a big old needle, this ain't feeling right. I made a break for it, flapped my wings, tripped on a hay bale. Now I can't feel a thing. Oh, I got the bird flu blues, yeah. Somebody save me, I got too much to lose, yeah. If I make it out, I swear I'll be true. No no more shady coups.
Nuts, these 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 nuts, these
Golf, 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 golf. All I wanna do is golf, 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 golf. Oval Office, no, I'm off, 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 off. Secret Service, load my clubs, 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 clubs. I don't wanna read no briefs, that's boring. Hand me my 9-iron, I'm scoring. Meetings? Nah, I'll just ignore 'em. Got a tea time, Air Force One now boarded. They keep saying, sir, there's a crisis. I say, shh, I'm putting be quiet. President? Sure, but I'm tired. Give me a cart, give me a caddy, I'll drive it. 4-4, yeah, I yell it when I slice. They say I never work, but my handicap is nice. Scandals every week, man, I don't check the price. Nick Mulvaney's got it handled, hit the sand trap, let me dice. Golf, 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 golf. That's all I wanna do. Golf, 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 golf. I'm the president, so what, how watch me cheat this putt, 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 putt. Putting for for a birdie while the country burns. Did I cause it? Not my concern. Mar-a-Lago, winter term. White House, now let JD take turns. Kim Jong-un's trying to start some drama, but I got backspin like Obama. Nancy Pelosi screaming, come back. Sorry, busy, golden tan, no cap. 18 holes, no briefings today. Signed some bills, yeah, they forged it. Okay, pardon myself, now I'm legally great. Mueller's calling, now tell him I'm late. Golf, 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 golf. That's all I wanna do. Golf, 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 golf. Oval Office, no, I'm off. Secret Service, load my clubs, 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 clubs. Melania's mad, she's throwing my bags. Told her come caddy, she said, boy, you trash. Congress is tripping, subpoenas they fax. Told them catch me on the green, not my fault that I crashed. Golf, 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 golf. All I do is golf, 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 golf. Country's doomed, now it's fine, 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 fine. And meet my driver one more time, 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 time.
I'm the greatest deal maker, that much is true. And I've got some ideas for my next debut. The Panama Canal, it belongs to us. They took it back and folks, I'm making a fuss. We built it, we owned it, it's really not fair. We'll take it back folks, I'll handle with flair. Gonna march right and say it's the art of the deal. Panama will fold, they know I'm the real deal. Let's take back the canal, it's ours after all. I'll slap my name on it, call it Trump's big waterfall. From Greenland to the Gulf, I'm expanding the brand, making America bigger. It's the best, understand. Now Greenland, oh Greenland, you frosty delight. I tried to buy you once, and I know I was right. You've got glaciers, oil, and a whole lot of ice. But they said no, folks, they weren't very nice. I'll sweeten the deal, I'll throw in a Trump Tower with golf courses, casinos, it's my superpower. Denmark will thank me, they'll see my vision. Greenland as a state, a Trump decision. Let's buy Greenland, folks, it's the land of my dreams. I'll melt all that ice with my winning schemes. The Gulf of Mexico, no, that's passe. It's the Gulf of America, we'll rename it today. Listen, the Gulf of Mexico? Terrible name, awful. Mexico doesn't even deserve it. I'm rebranding it, okay? The Gulf of America. Sounds classy, sounds rich. Believe me, the best Gulf in the world, just like my hair, Greenland? I'll get it at a bargain. Denmark doesn't even know what they're sitting on. And the Panama Canal, folks, they'll be begging us to take it back. It's a win-win, nobody negotiates like me, okay? I'm like a genius with water. Take back the canal, buy Greenland today. Rename the whole Gulf, make history my way. They'll write books about me, they'll carve my face in stone. Expanding America, it's mine, mine alone. So watch me, folks, I'm a man with the plan. The Panama Canal, Greenland, and the brand new Gulf span. It's Trump's America, bigger and better, signed and sealed with my MAGA letter.
Blame it on my tweets, blame it on my memes, blame it on the fact I live inside my own dreams, blame it on the rockets, the Dogecoin schemes. Oops, did I just buy another whole team? I know I'm a genius, that's what I've heard, but sometimes I say things that are just absurd. I gave that Nazi salute, don't make me explain, I'll just laugh it off and blame it on my brain. Blame it on the spectrum, it got me acting wild, blame it on the autism, I'm just a quirky child. Blame it on the, yeah, you know it's all good. I launched a Tesla into space for no reason, changed Twitter's name like it's trees and seas, and say I gave a salute. They're like, what the heck, bro? I was just adjusting my arm. Chill, let it go. Sometimes I ghost my meetings just to troll. Sometimes I buy whole companies on a roll. And if I cause a scene, please don't be alarmed. It's not my fault. Hey, I'm Elon Musk, I'm charmed. Blame it on the spectrum, got me acting wild. Blame it on the autism, I'm just a quirky child. Blame it on the rockets, the fame, the Mars quest. Blame it on the, look, I'm just the best. Yeah, I'm awkward and rich. Sometimes I act like a crazy bitch, but come on, I'm a pioneer, a techie king. Blame it on the brainwaves, it's my thing. Blame it on the spectrum, got me acting wild. Blame it on the autism, I'm just a quirky child. Blame it on the chaos, the memes, the weird flex. Blame it on the, what's coming next. So when I mess up, remember my name. Elon Musk, baby, and I play my own game. If I seem unhinged or maybe just mean, blame it on the autism, it's my escape routine.
There's a fella named Elon, big boss out west. Got rockets on his mind and a Tesla nest. He slings tweets on a platform once known as Twitter, but changed it to X made some folks bitter. He's part-time genius, part-time troll. Doesn't matter much when he's on a roll. He's got a plan to staff his show, but MAGA folks say no, 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 no. It's Elon's big H-1B rodeo. He's wrangling brains from Tokyo to Orlando. America first, the red hat shout, while Elon's hollering, I'll do without. He says, I need cheap labor from overseas. MAGA says, but that's unpatriotic, please. But the mean lord CEO's fixing to try, because he's got starships to send up high. He strode on stage in a cowboy hat, spinning tall tales about crypto stats, promising electric dreams for all, then whisper cheap labor might cushion my fall. MAGA folks huddle in a huffy swarm, saying we want them jobs in American form. But Elon says college grads are scarce, and I need the best from Mars, I swear. Yeah, he fired up rockets for a Starship test. Flames are roaring, trying to be the best, but them missions cost a mighty penny, and local talent's a bit too spendy. So he hopped online, typed up a scheme, foreign brains for half the cream. They got the MAGA crowd in a tizzy, screaming Elon's turn cold and busy. Yeah, since Elon's big H-1B rodeo, a high-tech stampede for who to hire and where they'll go. His tweets keep spinning, never ends. MAGA's out there losing friends. He's a billionaire why's he so cheap? They want answers, but talk is cheap. Out on the range of public debate, he's smiling wide at the fiery haze. Now the factory floors are humming loud, robots dancing in a metal crowd. Elon's the future, fans proclaim, while the red caps say he's lost all shame. He posted a poll with a cheeky grin: should I bring foreign engineers in? The votes poured in, half crying yes, half roaring no, that's a traitor's mess. Now gather round, children, hear this tale of a man so bold he can't fail. At least he thinks so, time might tell when the tabloids ring the final bell. He brags about Mars rakes in the dough, but battles break out wherever he goes. Will H-1B be the final straw, or just another day in Elon's law? So next time you see him on your feet, tooting tunnels or AI greed, remember the day the red hats roared while the boss man soared, soared, soared. He's harnessing hype and pushing the line, whether they holler or they whine. In the grand old land of the internet shout, Elon's still king, so stick around and find out.
Well, I used to wake up shaking every time I heard that truck. But these days I ain't worried, cause the butcher's out of luck. Ain't no cleavers, ain't no knives, ain't no trips to town today. The price of pork is sky high, so I guess I get to stay. Oh, the price of pork's too damn high. Nobody's buying, I ain't gotta die. Groceries cost a fortune, meat's a rich man's prize. So I'm sitting in the mud, just enjoying my life. Now the farmer came this morning, looked at me and shook his head. Said I'd sell you for $1, but these folks can't afford no bread. Ain't no ribs on the grill, ain't no ham on no plate. I got no worries about Thanksgiving, cause turkey's doomed at any rate. Oh, the price of pork's too damn high. Even the butcher just waved goodbye. Ain't no sausage, ain't no fry. So I'm kicking up my hooves, watching the world go by. I got no beer, no bacon, no frying. Even them wolves ain't out here trying. Steaks too much, chicken's gold. Guess this pig's getting old. The cows are laughing, the chicken's strutting proud. The goats just cackling, ain't no slaughter in this crowd. That truck stays empty, the butcher's in despair. If meat's the new caviar, then I ain't going nowhere. Oh, the price of pork's too damn high. No one's buying, and I know why. Ain't no bacon, ain't no pie. So I'm living like a king till the day I die.
They're gathering around the TV, hanging on his every word. He's got that golden tower, but his gospel's overheard. They say he's just like them, though he's wrapped in solid gold. He tells them they'll be winners, at least that's what they've been told. He's handing out them promises with swagger in his hair, but it's mighty funny watching folks who truly think he's fair. He's a billionaire, but he says he cares. They put their hope in a man who combs a stormy orange hair. They cheer all his big ideas, they wave those hats in the air, but watch their wallets vanish, cause the math just isn't there. He's a billionaire, but he says he cares. trust in that tax break's gonna lighten up their load. But the bills keep rising and the kids still need new clothes. They see his name in neon, guess they think it means he's bright. But their paychecks don't get bigger, something here just ain't right. He's claiming he'll fix everything from roads to health to trade, but turns out the only thing he's fixing is his name on the facade. He's a billionaire, but he says he cares. They're pouring out their hearts and change like coins at the county fair. They think he'll solve their troubles with a magical affair, but watch that mortgage balloon when the fine print's laid bare. He's a billionaire, but he says he cares. Just another show, but by then you know the train's already rolled. He'll smile and say we're winning with confetti in the sky, while folks are checking couch cushions so the rent ain't overdue by night. He'll do a victory lap saying the system's so unfair, but if it's so unfair, how'd he get that penthouse lair? He's raising up them slogans and dancing on TV. The crowd just keeps on cheering, but it's clear for you and me. He's a billionaire, but he says he cares. They keep on buying t-shirts, thinking he'll answer prayers. They believe in all that glitters, but gold's just not that rare. So watch out for them policies that'll catch him unaware. He's a billionaire, oh, but he says he cares. He's a billionaire, but he says he cares.
With the checks in the mail, folks might want to check if it bounces.
Well, I woke up this morning, feathers in a frizz. Check the egg market, look at this biz. They say it's bird flu, keeping me inside, but the price of my eggs, woo, gone worldwide. I'm clucking mad, yeah, I'm losing my mind. Lay an egg today, you'll be paying in dimes. Inflation's high, my coop's in a bind. I'm a golden hen, but I ain't seeing a dime. Farmer Joe's out there counting his stacks while I'm stuck in quarantine watching my back. Don't sneeze, don't cough, don't ruffle your wings, or the whole dang farm gets government strings. I'm clucking mad, yeah, I'm losing my mind. Lay an egg today, you'll be paying in dimes. Black market yolks, well, I wouldn't advise, but I know a rooster who can get you a supply. They say I'm infected, they say I'm unclean, but you'll still drop $5 for eggs, sight unseen. Baby, it's wild while I sit in this cage like a felon on trial. So tell me now, who's the real crook? Me or the dude who just sold you that egg for a book? If I gotta risk my beak just to get paid, then call me Scarface. Say hello to my little eggs. I'm clucking mad, yeah, I'm losing my mind. Lay an egg today, you'll be paying in dimes. Bird flu's bad, but my patience is worse. If I don't get freedom, I'll start laying some curves. Hop, hop! Somebody give me a lawyer and a biscuit.
I said I'd lower the price of your eggs $2 a dozen, no need to beg. Promised you bacon, cheap toast on the side. But look at the shelves, prices just don't slide. Groceries, I'll cut them, the best, the most. Now milk's so high you could buy a house on the coast. I told you, I've got this, trust me, don't cry. But folks, let's be honest, guess what? I lied. I'm a liar, yeah, I'm a liar. My promises burn like pants on fire. I'll tell you big dreams, then wave goodbye. Open my mouth and out comes a lie. 'Cause I'm a liar, oh, I'm a liar. Gas, I'll make it so cheap, you'll cheer. But now it's $4 a gallon, oops, my dear. I'll drill, I'll frack, I'll fix it today. But guess what I did? Gone fed the time away. I'll end all wars, bring the troops back home. But the chaos abroad is still free to roam. Said peace is easy, I'll solve it, don't cry. Spoiler alert, America, I lied. I'm a liar, yeah, I'm a liar. My promises shine, but then they expire. I'll fix the world, that's my battle cry. But when the truth lands, it's just another lie. 'Cause I'm a liar, oh, I'm a liar. Listen, folks, nobody lies better than me, okay? They say, Donald, you promised peace, cheap gas, cheap eggs. Well, guess what? Promises are like contracts, meant to be broken. And I break them beautifully, believe me. I'll fix inflation, I'll fix your pay. I said it all bigly, the Trumpian way. But eggs are gold, gas makes you poor. And the wars, surprise, we've got a few more. You wanted savings, you got my grin. The art of the deal, you'll never win. Every big promise, no need to buy. The answer's the same, I lied, I lied. I'm a liar, yeah, I'm a liar. I build you up just to backfire. I sell you a dream, then watch it die. 'Cause I'm the king, the best at the lie. Oh, I'm a liar, yeah, I'm a liar. Say it louder, it's tremendous, I inspire. Don't worry, folks, I'll fix it next time, believe me.
Look, if you had one chance, one opportunity to fleece all the suckers in this nation for eternity, would you cash in or let it slip? Yo, his palms are sweaty, his spray tan's heavy, hair's unsteady. He's nervous, but his grip's on fire already. Trump stakes, they flopped, but he's ready. Now he's selling meme coins, crypto spaghetti. On the surface, he's calm and collected, But look deeper, folks, the fraud's connected. NFTs, the greatest hits, I'm the king of cons. 99 for a picture, come on. But there's more, oh so much more. Like Trump University, the tuition galore. Fake degrees, bad advice, dreams on the floor. Take my word for it, just don't check the score. You better lose your wealth in the moment I'm grifting. You won't get it back, stop resisting. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, believe it. Fraud's my game, I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated. The crypto drops here, I'm the meme coin king. It's huge, it's the best, get in on the thing. Sure, the value tanked, wallets got drained, but you're investing in greatness, why complain? Mar-a-Lago parties, donors all pay 100 grand a plate just to hear me say we're bringing it back, we'll win bigly soon. But first, chip in for my next courtroom. Got a pack, got a stash, got them hooked on hope, but the fine print says don't read the scope. When the banks come knocking, when the debts accrue, I'll just shout witch hunt and point at you. You better lose your wealth in the moment I'm grifting. You won't get it back, stop resisting. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, believe it. Fraud's my game, I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated. Every scam I've run, every check I've cashed, from Trump vodka sales to apprentice stash. Now I've moved to memes, it's the new frontier. Pump and dumps the play, let me make that clear. Ivanka's got trademarks, Jared's got deals. The family's united in sealing the steals. I'll build a new tower, I'll brand it Trump's gold. But first, buy my book, let the truth be sold. Fake news can't touch me, my base stays strong, even when the fraud gets proven wrong. So grab your wallets, folks, the train's still rolling. Biggest scam of all, keep the votes controlling. You better lose your wealth in the moment I'm grifting. You won't get it back, stop resisting. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, believe it. Fraud's my game, I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated. And when it's all done, I'll still be here, laughing on my yacht, drinking billionaires' beer. From Trump Tower to the White House shelf, remember the name, it's Lose Your Wealth.
I lost my job at the factory, they sent it overseas. But someone said the problem is the folks with PhDs. They told me vote for billionaires, they'll fix my broken life. Now my bills are stacking higher, and I can't afford my wife. Oh, natural stupidity, it's a badge I proudly wear. Blaming everyone but me for the mess I helped prepare. Keep falling for the same old lies on the TV every night. Natural stupidity, it's my God-given right. They said the rich need tax cuts to trickle down some cash, but all I got was potholes and some expired cans of hash. The hospitals are closing, but I'm still holding strong, 'cause blaming poor folks and the immigrants is where I belong. Oh, natural stupidity, it's a virtue, don't you know? If I see a fact I don't agree with, I'll just let it go. Who needs health care? Who needs schools? Who needs a planet too? Natural stupidity tells me what to do. I'm mad about the gas prices, but I drive a truck so big. I watch cable news all day long while they dance a little jig. Why's my paycheck getting smaller? I ask with deep disdain. But instead of blaming policies, I curse the weatherman again. Oh, natural stupidity, it's the anchor of my soul. Blaming everyone but me, that's how I keep control. I'll vote against my interests and cheer while they proceed to
take away my future for a billionaire's greed. Now they're banning all the books while the roads are full of cracks. They told me if I hate enough, I'll get my country back. But every year it's harder just to pay my rent on time. And somehow this is all the fault of folks not in their prime. Oh, natural stupidity, it's the gospel I believe. Blaming others for my woes helps my ego to relieve. And if my life keeps crumbling, I'll know just who to blame. It's not the ones in power, it's the ones they taught me to shame. So here's to natural stupidity. We'll ride it till we're broke. It's cheaper than accountability, and it sure beats thinking, folks.
Folks, welcome back to the Presidential Podcast, the #1 podcast in the world. #1, by the way, not even close. People listen to this show in record numbers. Even CNN listens. They pretend they don't, but they do. They love it. They absolutely love it. Today, we're talking about a beautiful day in history, October 13th, 2025, a day when we achieved incredible peace in the Middle East, while the Democrats back home were doing what they do best, breaking things. We had peace abroad and chaos at home, very presidential, very cinematic, like a split screen. On one side, me shaking hands in Jerusalem. On the other side, Nancy Pelosi setting her hair on fire on the Capitol steps. So buckle up, because today's episode is about the two faces of the Trump era, the peacemaker abroad and the gladiator at home. Nobody's ever done both at once. Lincoln tried. He didn't have Twitter. Segment 1, the peacemaker. The war is over. Let's start with the big one, the Middle East peace deal. I landed in Israel, walked off Air Force One, and told the world the war is over. Okay? You understand that? And they understood. Because when I say something, it happens. People said, sir, that's not how ceasefires work. And I said, it is when I'm the one declaring them. This deal, tremendous deal, ended a 2-year nightmare between Israel and Hamas. Hostages released, soldiers pulled back, humanitarian aid flowing, lots of trucks, beautiful trucks. People were crying tears of joy, and some of those tears, believe me, were because they were finally seeing a president who knows how to make a deal. Obama talked, Biden napped, Trump delivered. Now people said, but Mr. President, what about Hamas disarming? I said, we'll get to that later. It's called phased negotiation. You don't ask a crocodile to brush its teeth before you take your foot out of its mouth. Step 1, peace. Step 2, teeth cleaning. And by the way, we even got Israel to apologize to Qatar after they accidentally bombed a meeting. I told Netanyahu, Bibi, you're great, but say sorry. Just once he didn't like it, but he did it. People forget. Trump got Israel to apologize. It's never been done before. Moses couldn't do it. Segment 2, the Knesset speech. You've won! The speech to the Israeli Knesset, historic. Standing ovations everywhere. They were chanting, Trump, Trump, louder than at one of my rallies. Some of them wore red hats that said, Trump the peace president. I didn't even sell those. Though now that I think about it, I should have. Limited edition. I told them, you've won. You've won, okay? You've won enough wars. Time to win some peace, I said. You can't bomb your way into happiness, folks. Trust me. I've tried it on Twitter. It doesn't work. Then I did something no other president had the guts to do. I told Israel to pardon their prime minister. I said, BB, great guy. Maybe the best, maybe not, but he's got these little legal problems. Why not just wipe them clean? Some people gasped. But I call it efficiency. In America, we call it executive time. Of course, one guy held up a sign in the middle of the Knesset that said, "Recognize Palestine." Security carried him out faster than CNN deletes a correction. I said, see? Unity. Segment 3, the Sharm el-Sheikh summit. Peace with a side of photo ops. Then we flew to Egypt. Sharm el-Sheikh, fancy place. Lots of sand. Better sand than Mar-a-Lago. We held the biggest peace summit in decades. Everyone came. Macron, Maloney, Starmer, even Erdogan. We had kings, presidents, a few people who probably weren't invited but showed up anyway because they heard there'd be cameras. Netanyahu didn't come, said it was a Jewish holiday. I said, come on, Bibi, I gave you peace. At least send a thank you card. Still, the summit was beautiful. They called it a new era for the Middle East. I called it Trump's era. Everyone smiled, even Guterres. And for once, the UN didn't pass a resolution against me. Progress. Even Hillary Clinton said nice things. She said, Trump showed commitment to peace. I nearly fell off my golden chair. Hillary complimenting me. Somewhere Bill was whispering, honey, are you feeling okay? Obama congratulated the parties involved. He forgot to mention me by name. Classic Obama talks for 20 minutes and forgets the only person who made it happen. But you know what? I liked it because when your enemies start complimenting you, that's how you know you're winning. It's like when Rosie O'Donnell tweets, he's not wrong this time, rare but beautiful. Segment 4, the home front. Government shut down, the art of the stalemate. Now, while I'm out making peace, what's happening back home? The government's closed, totally shut down. No paychecks, no parks, no passports, nothing. Democrats said, we won't fund the government unless you pay for Obamacare. I said, no deal, because I like my government lean, like my steaks, medium rare, and with no bureaucratic fat. They said, sir, you can't just run a country like a business. And I said, that's exactly why you people keep losing money. But I didn't forget our troops. I said, we'll pay them anyway. We found $8 billion sitting around in the Pentagon's R&D piggy bank. I told Pete Hegseth, take it, use it, pay the heroes. The lawyers screamed, you can't do that. And I said, watch me. Democrats call it unconstitutional. I call it patriotic. My motto, if Congress won't pay the soldiers, Trump will. I'd crowdfund the military if I had to. GoFundMe for freedom. Segment 5, the Insurrection Act. Send in the troops, maybe. Then there's the Insurrection Act. People asked, are you really thinking of sending troops into U.S. cities? And I said, only the good ones. Look, crime's out of control. Mayors are asleep, governors are useless, and people are getting mugged by raccoons in broad daylight. So, yes, we're looking at the Insurrection Act. They say you can't deploy active duty troops without permission. Well, nobody asked permission when they looted Macy's. The last time this act was used was in 1992 during the LA riots. Bush did it. They called him decisive. I do it. They call me a dictator. Double standard. J.D. Vance said we're considering all options. Translation, Trump sharpening his pen. Because I don't start fights, folks, I finish them. Sometimes with tariffs, sometimes with tomahawks, sometimes with tweets. Segment 6, the indictment of Letitia James. Revenge is a dish best served legal. Then we have Letitia James, the woman who sued my company, attacked my kids, and said she'd get Trump. Well, she just got indicted. Isn't karma beautiful? They say it's for bank fraud over a $19,000 mortgage trick. That's it. $19,000. She spent years chasing me for billions. And now she's crying about a condo lease. Folks, if irony were illegal, half of Washington would be in jail. They say it's political. Of course it's political. She made it political first. You play stupid games. You win subpoenas. And now the media says, oh, Trump's weaponizing justice. No, I'm just balancing the scales. It's like a seesaw. They pushed first. I just jumped on the other end a little harder. Segment 7, the China tariff. The art of the 100% deal. Let's talk about China. They decided to block rare earth minerals, you know, the stuff we use for iPhones, tanks, and Teslas. So I said, fine, 100% tariffs, every product. Boom. Wall Street panicked. Stocks fell. Billionaires cried. Elon Musk texted me, sir, this will hurt innovation. I said, Elon, innovation is when you build in Ohio, not Shanghai. They said it would tank the economy. But look, sometimes you got to break a few markets to make an omelet of greatness. And when the markets bounce back the next day, I said, see, they love me. The stock market's like a cat. It panics when I yell, but it always comes back when I open the tuna can of tax cuts. Segment 8, the Tomahawk threat. Peace through superior explosives. Meanwhile, Russia, I told Putin, if you don't end this Ukraine war, I'll send them Tomahawks. Long range, beautiful, deadly. They can hit Moscow faster than CNN hits a breaking news alert. Putin said, we'll shoot them down. I said, then I'll send more. That's how negotiation works. You threaten something so big, the other guy starts calling you Mr. President instead of Donald. Zelensky loves it, said he'd only use them on military targets. I said, that's fine, but maybe aim near the Kremlin, just enough to make them nervous. The point is leverage. I use it everywhere. Tariffs, missiles, Twitter. It's all leverage. It's like playing poker, except I always know what cards everyone else has because they keep tweeting them. Segment 9, the Constitution in question, making history and maybe rewriting it. And while all this is happening, the lawyers are busy. We've got cases before the Supreme Court that could redefine what it means to be an American. One of them, ending birthright citizenship. People say, you can't change the 14th Amendment. I say, watch me. The Constitution doesn't say the president can't fix loopholes. And I love fixing loopholes, especially the ones the Democrats crawl through. We're also reviving the Alien Enemies Act, old law 1798, beautiful year. We're using it to deport violent gang members. People say, that's ancient. I say, so is the Bible, but it still works. The courts are fighting us, but we're winning. Because when it's Trump versus bureaucracy, I'm 10-0. When it's Trump versus grammar, I'm 0-10. But who cares? I'm still president. In conclusion, the two-front presidency. So there you have it. On one side, the great peacemaker of the Middle East. On the other, the warrior of Washington. It's like if Churchill and Sinatra had a baby. Loud, stylish, unstoppable. October 13, 2025 was a day of contrasts. The world saw strength. The critics saw chaos. I saw opportunity because peace and power aren't opposites. They're business partners. While the press writes about constitutional crises, I'm busy making history, maybe even rewriting it beautifully in gold leaf, double-spaced. So remember this, nobody juggles diplomacy, shutdowns, tariffs, and indictments quite like me. People said it couldn't be done, but it can. It's called multitasking, and it's why this podcast, like my presidency, is always 2 steps ahead of the news, 3 steps ahead of the critics, and about 10 stories ahead of reality. Thank you, America. The war is over. The podcast just getting
Welcome
started.
back, folks, to another episode of the Poorly Educated Podcast. Today in the news edition, the only show where we break down the biggest headlines using more common sense than Congress and fewer big words than the Federal Reserve. We got shutdowns, peace plans, celebrity jailbirds, and robots taking acting jobs. So buckle up, Buttercup, because America's lost its mind again, and I'm driving this clown bus straight through the middle of it. Segment 1. Government shutdown. The only thing still working is the blame game. Now the federal government's shut down again. That's right. The old USA is running like my cousin Earl's truck. Loud, leaking money, and somehow still rolling downhill. President Trump's been treating this shutdown like a garage sale, firing folks and yanking projects from states that voted blue. If your governor's a Democrat, your road funding just got repossessed, partner. And get this, Trump says he's using the shutdown as a strategic opportunity to reshape the federal government. Well, if reshape means burn down the barn to fix the fence, he's nailed it. He even told federal agencies to prep for mass firings, not furloughs. That's like saying, don't worry, you ain't laid off. You're just permanently free to pursue other opportunities. Meanwhile, 700,000 essential workers are working without pay. Air traffic controllers, soldiers, FBI, all on the good luck, Godspeed, and grab some coupons payroll. Only in America can you risk your life for free while Congress argues about lunch money. And I saw a poll, 38% blame Republicans, 27% blame Democrats, and 31% blame both. Which means the other 4% probably think the shutdown's a TikTok challenge. Segment 2. The Gaza Peace Gambit. Trump's big, beautiful ceasefire plan. Trump's got himself a brand new 20-point peace plan for Gaza. 20 points. That's 19 more than my bowling average. He says it's going to bring peace to the Middle East. Buddy, we've been trying to do that since Moses was building rafts. The plan's got everything. Ceasefire, hostage swaps, new governments, and Trump himself chairing something called the Board of Peace. That's right, Trump put himself in charge of peace. That's like putting a fox in charge of vegan outreach. Hamas said they conditionally accept, which in Middle East talk means we'll think about it after lunch. Israel said they're cautiously on board, but Netanyahu already walked back half the plan, saying the army will remain in most of Gaza. So basically, it's like everyone agreed to stop fighting, except for the fighting. But here's the kicker. Trump wants an international stabilization force. So we're sending troops to keep peace in Gaza while our own government's shut down. We can't even stabilize the DMV. But sure, let's stabilize the Middle East. Segment 3. Sean Diddy Combs, from bad boy records to bad boy reprimands. Over in celebrity court, Diddy just got 50 months in federal prison. That's 4 years and 2 months, or about how long it takes me to fix my porch steps. He got convicted on some lesser charges because the jury tossed out the big ones like racketeering and sex trafficking. But the judge said, don't worry, I'll sentence him for the bad stuff anyway. That's like getting pulled over for a busted taillight and getting ticketed for thinking about speeding. The prosecution wanted 11 years, the defense wanted 14 months, so the judge split the difference and gave him celebrity math. He's got to pay $500,000, do 4 years, and pretend to be sorry. Diddy cried in court, said he'd been humbled. Buddy, when you're worth $800 million, humbled means you're sitting in a smaller yacht. His ex, Cassie, wrote a letter saying she's still scared of him, and I can't blame her. The judge said it was about accountability, which is funny, because in Hollywood, that's usually the name of someone's PR firm. Segment 4. Trump declares war on drug cartels. Redneck Rambo rides again. Trump just declared that the U.S. is in an armed conflict with foreign drug cartels. That's right, we're at war with a noun now. He's ordering the Pentagon to treat cartels like a foreign army. I can't wait to see Marines rappelling into Tijuana yelling, "Where's the fentanyl, buddy?" Congress didn't approve this. Surprise, surprise. But Trump says drug traffickers are invading America. Well, sure, but have you seen what's invading Florida? We got pythons, meth gators, and retirees driving mobility scooters on I-95. Maybe we ought to fix that front line first. It's wild. 1 minute Trump's negotiating world peace. Next minute he's launching airstrikes on cartel boats. He's like if the Pope had a WWE belt and a drone button. Segment 5. Social Security shakeup. You ain't disabled, you're just lazy, apparently. The administration's floating a plan to change how disability works. They want to stop using age as a factor in whether you can work. which means your grandma with bad knees and cataracts might get told, "Get a job, Nancy." Imagine explaining that to a 68-year-old man with a hip replacement. "Sorry, sir, but we've determined you're fit to work at Amazon." My uncle tried that once, lasted half a shift, then filed a workers' comp claim when he tripped over his own thermos. If they do this, the only folks still getting disability will be the ones who wrote the policy. 'Cause you gotta be brain dead to think it's a good idea. Segment 6, AI actors. Hollywood's newest diva is a laptop. All right, this one's a doozy. Hollywood's got a brand new star named Tilly Norwood. Sounds normal, right? Well, turns out she ain't real. She's an AI character made by some tech company called Sequoia. The studios are calling her the first AI actor. SAG-AFTRA's having none of it. They said, "Tilly ain't an actor. She's a computer program trained on stolen performances." I agree. Ain't no robot gonna outshine Danny DeVito. Plus, what's next? AI country singers? Hey y'all, my algorithm left me, my data crashed, and my heart's in the cloud. They're saying Tilly was trained on thousands of real actors' work without pay. That's like me recording my cousin's karaoke night and selling it to Spotify. Hollywood needs to calm down before my toaster wins an Oscar. Segment 7, Bad Bunny's Super Bowl show, from Puerto Rico to prime time. Now Bad Bunny's been picked to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. That's the same guy who's been roasting Trump harder than a Waffle House grill. The NFL says they want diversity, but what they're gonna get is a cultural revolution wrapped in reggaeton. Bad Bunny's from Puerto Rico. He's political, and he don't mince words. I can already see Trump watching from Mar-a-Lago yelling, "I could sing better than that, folks." Next thing you know, Trump will drop a diss track called "Make Music Great Again." But I say good for Bad Bunny. America's been needing a halftime show that shakes things up. Maybe it'll wake people up from the nacho coma. Segment 8, The National Pulse. America's like a broken toaster, sparking in every direction. So let's recap. The government's closed, Trump's making peace and war at the same time, celebrities are going to jail, AI stealing Hollywood, and we're fighting cartels while telling old folks to reapply at Wendy's. If that ain't America 2025, I don't know what is. You ever notice how every headline sounds like the setup to a bad joke? A president, a rapper, and a robot walk into a courtroom. That's not news, that's Tuesday. I tell you, this country's like a raccoon in a dumpster, loud, angry, and somehow surviving. But maybe that's the beauty of it. We're messy, we're stubborn, and we're still showing up for work, even if the government ain't paying us. So grab a sweet tea, pray for the folks stuck in DC, and remember, it's all gonna make one hell of a Netflix series one day. In conclusion, and that's your poorly educated podcast, today in the news edition. I'm signing off before the AI actor replaces me too. Tune in next time when we ask the big questions, like, can you declare war on your own Wi-Fi bill? And is it still a peace plan if you chair the board yourself? Till then, keep your beer cold, your news hot, and your common sense somewhere the government
Segment
can't defund
1,
it.
A Nation of Contradictions, October 10th, 2025. Welcome back, y'all, to the Poorly Educated Podcast, today in the news edition, the only show where we talk about serious global diplomacy while microwaving last night's gas station burrito. Now, I don't know what's going on with this country, but today feels like America's trying to win a gold medal in irony. On one hand, Washington's shut down tighter than a Waffle House during a blizzard, and on the other, we're out here brokering peace in the Middle East, buying icebreakers from Finland, and getting thank yous from the Nobel Peace Prize Committee. That's like your buddy losing his job but somehow buying a yacht the next day. Whew. Segment 2. The Shutdown Showdown. Health, hellfire, and no paychecks. So, we're now in week 3 of the government shutdown. And let me tell you, it's uglier than a possum in a pillow fight. The whole thing started 'cause Chuck Schumer wants to keep healthcare subsidies going, while Trump and Speaker Mike Johnson are saying, not till the lights come back on. That's like refusing to fix your truck until it starts running. Federal workers are getting laid off faster than Walmart's seasonal hires after Christmas, and soldiers might miss their paychecks next week. Now, if there's one thing you don't mess with, it's folks who got guns and bills due. Airports in Kansas are about to lose flights, farmers can't get loans, and even the Smithsonian's shut down. Somewhere there's a dad explaining to his kids, "Sorry, son, you can't see the dinosaur bones today 'cause democracy's having a tantrum." And Trump's over here posting online about how the shutdown's a great opportunity to clean out the swamp. Buddy, at this point, the swamp done filed for unemployment. Segment 3. Justice served cold. The Letitia James indictment. Meanwhile, the Justice Department decided to turn political grudge holding into a full contact sport. New York Attorney General Letitia James just got indicted for supposedly fibbing on a mortgage application back in 2020. Now, I ain't saying folks shouldn't be honest on their forms, but come on. $18,933 in savings? That's about what Trump spends on hairspray in a month. This indictment came right after Trump told the DOJ to go after her. And sure enough, boom. New prosecutor, new charges. It's like the world's worst episode of Law & Order MAGA Victims Unit. Even the old prosecutor quit, saying there wasn't enough evidence. Imagine quitting your job because your boss wants to turn your courtroom into a campaign rally. This whole thing's got more political theater than a high school doing Hamilton on a $5 budget. Segment 4. The Gaza Ceasefire, The Art of the Deal, International Edition. Now, while Washington burns, Trump's out there saving the world, or at least claiming to. The U.S. just brokered a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas after 2 years of bloodshed. 40 days of peace, 2,000 prisoners released, 48 hostages freed. Sounds impressive. Course, I gotta wonder what comes after day 41. It's like buying a used car that runs great till the warranty expires. They're even sending 200 U.S. troops to Israel to monitor the deal. Not Gaza. No, sir. We ain't stepping foot in there. It's like telling your cousin you'll watch his dog but refusing to touch it. Trump's calling it historic. Well, I'll give him this. Any day the Middle East stops shooting for a minute is worth celebrating. But let's be honest. This deal's thinner than a Waffle House napkin after a chili cook-off. Segment 5. The Nobel Surprise. A Venezuelan thank you note. The Nobel Peace Prize went to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. But here's the kicker. She dedicated it to Trump. That's right. She straight up said, "This one's for you, Donnie." Somewhere in Oslo, a bunch of Swedes just spit out their coffee. I can't tell if that's diplomacy or the world's fanciest shout-out. Still, it's a wild turn. Trump didn't win the Nobel, but somehow he's got a piece of it. That's like losing American Idol but still selling out the tour. He's over here saying, "We brought peace to Gaza and freedom to Venezuela." Man, at this rate, he's gonna put World Peacemaker on his next NFT card set. Segment 6. Operation Ice Ice Baby. Arctic Defense Deal. Then, there's the Arctic Deal. Trump signed a memo with Finland to build U.S. icebreakers. Now that's America. Can't keep the lights on in D.C., but we're ready to take on the North Pole. Finland's building 4 ships, and we'll make 7 more. It's a big old build-a-boat workshop for democracy. They say it's about national security, but I think Trump just wants to race Putin for Santa's workshop rights. Either way, America's got new toys, and this time, they actually float. Segment 7. Wall Street versus Washington. The Great Disconnect. Now, Wall Street's acting like none of this matters. Stock markets hitting record highs, even though the government's locked tighter than my Uncle Larry's beer fridge. The Nasdaq's up, the Dow's up, and I'm sitting here down $2 'cause my paycheck ain't comin'. They say investors ain't worried. Well, sure, rich folks don't worry about the power bill 'cause they own the power company. The shutdown's so bad the Bureau of Labor Statistics had to unfurlough workers just to release the inflation report. That's like rehiring the cook just to announce you're out of bacon. Meanwhile, the markets are riding high on AI hype. Seems like the only thing running smooth in America right now is the stock market and the conspiracy forums. Segment 8. The AI arms race. Billionaires gone binary. Speaking of AI, we're now spending more money training computers than educating humans. Reflection AI raised $2 billion to challenge the global tech powers. Microsoft's building AI factories. OpenAI's dropping $1 trillion. Trillion! Man, at this point, ChatGPT's got a bigger budget than NASA. I just hope all these robots remember who plugged them in when they take over. Segment 9. Tesla trouble. When cars go rogue. Tesla's in hot water again. 2.9 million cars under investigation 'cause their self-driving mode apparently thinks stoplights are suggestions. I told my cousin Earl, "You don't need AI to crash your car. You're doing fine yourself." Maybe Elon should call it self-denying mode. I mean, I love technology, but maybe the robots shouldn't be the ones behind the wheel when they still can't tell red from green. Segment 10. The rest of the mess. Weather, bugs, and the bourbon virus. Elsewhere, a big old nor'easter's coming this weekend, 'cause why not add a blizzard to the government shutdown? Farmers are getting hit with cyber attacks. Yeah, hackers stealing tractor data now. And Kansas just found its first Asian longhorn tick. That's right, y'all. Even the ticks are immigrating faster than Congress can pass a budget. Oh, and there's a new disease called the bourbon virus. Ain't that just great? A virus that sounds like it should come with ice. Segment 11. The wrap-up. America. Strong, stubborn, and split in half. So, here we are. America 2025. Half genius, half dumpster fire. We're making peace deals, building ships, raising markets and training robots. But we can't even fund our own government. It's like watching a NASCAR driver win the race, then realize he forgot to fill up the tank. The question ain't whether we're strong, it's whether we can stay sane. I love this country, but dang, sometimes it feels like we're the world's most powerful clown car. Honkin', smokin', somehow still movin'. So, until we figure it out, I'll be right here, watching the news through my cracked TV, drinking gas station coffee, and praying the next headline don't start with "Meanwhile in Washington." And that's today's Poorly Educated podcast, today in the news edition. Stay safe, stay sarcastic, and remember, if the government's broke, at least your sense of humor's still open for business.
On In Search Of, we embark on a journey to uncover one of the greatest mysteries of our time, Bigfoot. For decades, sightings of this elusive creature have been reported across North America. But tonight, we follow a new lead, one that has taken us to an unexpected place. Some say Bigfoot has been hiding in plain sight, not in the forests, but in the halls of power. Could it be that Bigfoot is not just a myth, but a living, mouth-breathing individual who has integrated into society? And could that individual be none other than Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene? Our investigation begins deep in the forests of Georgia, where local residents have reported strange sightings of a tall, loud creature with a penchant for conspiracy theories. Descriptions match those of both Bigfoot and, well, someone else.
Yeah, I saw her. Just the other day. Bigfoot was ranting about Jewish space lasers and how the election was stolen. I didn't know Bigfoot had such strong opinions.
Armed with this new information, we delve deeper into the mystery. Could Bigfoot have a secret agenda? Is the creature known for hiding in the wilderness now hiding in the U.S. Congress?
The government is hiding the truth. They know I exist, and they know I'm right.
As we track Bigfoot's, or rather Marjorie Taylor Greene's movements, it becomes clear that this creature is no ordinary cryptid. It thrives on attention, feeds on controversy, and leaves a trail of confusion in its wake. But can we truly capture the essence of this elusive being? As Black September often says, roll the clip.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath even
order.
In its natural habitat,
I do have a point of order.
Bigfoot has learned to blend in, to mimic the behaviors of those around it, yet it remains unmistakable. Despite attempts to fit in, it often stands out due to its unusual vocalizations and tendency to disrupt.
Baby girl, I don't think
we are going to move, and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No. She needs to apologize.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then you're not striking your words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
It's me.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a
Hold
part
on.
of
I'm trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those
I had no idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you
You
don't
just
want to
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
clarification.
Look at calm down. Calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Hey,
get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett.
And so our search concludes, perhaps not with definitive answers, but with new questions. Is Bigfoot real? Is it Marjorie Taylor Greene? Or is it just an elaborate hoax, a creature of myth turned political spectacle? The truth, as always, is out there, somewhere. Until next time, keep searching.
Looks like the comedy video has got you upset. Wait. Before you post a negative comment or thumbs down this video, have we got a treat for you? Black September Studios is proud to have Dick's Chips and Snacks be a sponsor of this video. Remember, that's Dick's Chips and Snacks. So eat a bag of Dick's today and smile.
Oh man, yeah! Are you tired of the same old boring dinners? Chicken, beef, fish, yawn. Well, folks, we've got something wild for you, literally.
Hi, I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and I've spent years foraging the highways and byways of America to bring you my latest cookbook, Roadkill Gourmet Wild Recipes for the Brave Stomach.
That's right, folks. With RFK Jr.'s Roadkill Recipe Book, you'll learn to turn any unfortunate encounter into a delicious 5-star meal.
Why waste a perfectly good deer, a raccoon, or possum? It's free range, organic, and pre-tenderized by Mother Nature herself.
You'll master such delicacies as skunk stroganoff, armored armadillo stew, and my personal favorite, flattened ferret fajitas.
All natural, all American.
I never thought I'd eat a coyote, but with RFK Jr.'s recipe for backwoods barbecue, I've never been happier. Heck, the kids even asked for seconds.
But wait, there's more. Order now and get RFK Jr.'s bonus guide, Grillmaster's Guide to the Great Interstate.
Because you never know what might wander onto your plate.
Call now and we'll even throw in the Roadkill Rescue Kit complete with a spatula, car scraper, and portable hazard lights.
Don't let good meat go to waste, folks.
RFK Jr.'s Roadkill Gourmet, because dinner is just one highway away.
Call 1-800-ROADKILL for your copy today. And remember, if it's fresh and flat, it's dinner. Oh man, you can really taste the asphalt.
Disclaimer. Do not eat roadkill or random highway finds. Brought to you by Black September. Attention, roadkill gourmets and daring diners. At Black September Studios, we are committed to your health, safety, and overall well-being, even if you, for some reason known only to yourself and possibly a renegade raccoon, have decided to live life as a highway hunter-gatherer. We understand that temptation strikes at the oddest moments. You're cruising down the road, stomach growling, and there it is, a fresh, by some stretch of the imagination, raccoon, deer, or perhaps an unidentifiable furry mass that might be a badger. You think, well, that's dinner sorted. But before you bust out your pocket knife and portable grill, let us stop you right there. Black September formally and emphatically advises that you do not eat roadkill or other random things you find along the highway. And we really mean it. 1. Just because it's dead doesn't mean it's dinner. Let's be real here. If an animal's primary method of seasoning is dirt, we're already off to a bad start. There's a reason your local supermarket doesn't have a roadkill aisle next to the organic section. You won't find a butcher's sign reading, "Flattened by Ford, fresh daily." That's because nature and a few thousand pounds of moving steel weren't exactly gentle with your potential entree. Even if it looks reasonably intact and sort of appetizing, remember, it wasn't placed on the road by some magical, ethically conscious woodland chef. That squirrel didn't lie down there to offer its body up for your questionable culinary adventures. It was likely minding its own business before it was rudely interrupted by an 18-wheeler. Eating roadkill is like finding a mystery meal on the sidewalk. It's just not a good idea, and road seasoning isn't recognized by any reputable culinary school. 2. If you can't identify it, you definitely shouldn't eat it. This is a key rule of life, applicable to many areas but especially food. When it comes to random highway discoveries, the spectrum of possible contents is terrifyingly broad. That mysterious hunk of meat could be anything: a raccoon, a possum, a deer, or, in rare cases, a highly confused armadillo. Alternatively, it could be something less meaty. It might not even be an animal at all. You know that pile of vaguely squishy stuff you're eyeing? It could be someone's old sofa cushion, a deflated air mattress, or, heaven forbid, rubber. If the texture is more tire than tenderloin, it's probably best to steer clear, unless you're Gordon Ramsay, but even then, he'd probably tell you to take a long, hard look at your life choices. 3. Wildlife experts don't approve, and neither do we. Here at Black September, we reached out to several wildlife experts, including veterinarians, park rangers, and one very opinionated badger named Samantha. Their consensus was clear: do not eat roadkill. Unless you're a scavenger by design, like vultures, crows, or a raccoon with questionable standards, you are not equipped to handle the myriad risks involved. These animals are professionals. You, dear reader, are not. In fact, let's put this into perspective. Even raccoons have some standards. They go dumpster diving, but you don't see them gnawing on day-old tire tracks. They know better. If a creature that eats literal garbage is saying, "No thanks, I'm good," maybe you should take the hint. 4. Highway mystery meat and foodborne illnesses, a match made in horror. It's a fact of nature. Dead things attract other less than savory things. Bugs, bacteria, and mold love nothing more than a free meal. And guess what? That roadkill you're eyeing has likely been a gourmet buffet for them for hours, if not days. Would you willingly attend a bacteria's banquet? No? then you probably don't want to chow down on what's essentially a critter that's been seasoned with tetanus, salmonella, and E. coli. Also, if the phrase mystery meat makes your stomach churn in a high school cafeteria, it should make you sprint in the opposite direction when you're dealing with roadkill. Foodborne illnesses are not a joke, folks, and let's be honest, do you really want your obituary to read, "Succumbed to a bad batch of roadside raccoon"? 5. Cars are not sous chefs. If you're under the impression that the heat from the asphalt or the friction of a tire is somehow cooking your roadkill to a perfect medium rare, please reconsider everything. Cars are designed to transport you from point A to point B, not slow roast a squirrel for your next dinner party. Roadkill isn't tenderized or prepped by being pancaked by a Prius. If anything, it's been brutally flattened, possibly filled with gravel and mixed with an assortment of oils, antifreeze, and other tasty automotive fluids. Remember, grilled by Goodyear is not a Michelin-starred technique. Even if the Michelin man himself waved you over, you'd want to politely decline the offer. 6. Liability. Nope, you're on your own. Let's make this very clear. Black September cannot, will not, and absolutely refuses to take responsibility for any roadkill-related culinary disasters you embark upon. Did you sauté a skunk and now your house smells like a chemical weapons facility? Did you nibble on a deer's leg and suddenly find yourself feeling weird? Did your attempt at tire track tacos result in a trip to the ER? That's on you, buddy. We warned you several times. 7. Alternatives to roadkill. Eat literally anything else. In conclusion, may we offer a radical suggestion? Eat literally anything else. There are thousands of legitimate, well-documented ways to get food that don't involve scraping something off the side of the highway. Grocery stores, restaurants, farmers markets, all great options where the food has been rigorously checked, cleaned, and cooked by people who know what they're doing. Even a cold can of beans sounds like a gourmet feast compared to suspiciously squashed squirrel stew. Final thought. You're better than this. At Black September Studios, we believe in you. We believe in your ability to make good choices. Please, for the love of all things decent and sanitary, let not eating roadkill be one of those choices. Stay safe, stay smart, and most importantly, stay away from the side of the road. Black September Studios, helping you make better life choices, one horrific hypothetical at a time.
Just to go into another subject, what they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
It started out in Springfield on a Tuesday night. Stray dogs disappearing gave the folks a fright. Cats too, nowhere to be found. Neighborhood's quiet, not a single sound. Word on the street said they crossed the line. Illegal immigrants with a taste of vine. For Fido, Fluffy Rover too. They're cooking up something in a backyard stew. Who's taking all the bets in Ohio? It's immigrants, the illegal kind. Oh no, Fluffy's on a plate, Rover's in the stew. Lock up your pets or there'll be dinner too. Sheriff said we're on the case. Can't have no chihuahuas going to waste. But every night more pups were gone. Like a pet snatching magic trick at dawn. Now the neighbors stay up late in dread, thinking about mittens ending up well fed. On the other side of that border wall, in a taco truck with your cat on call. Who's taking all the pets in Ohio? It's immigrants, the illegal kind. Oh no, Fluffy's on a plate, Rover's in the stew. Lock up your pets or there'll be dinner too. Down in
Dayton, they formed a squad. Pet rescue vigilantes praying to God, patrolling the streets with nets in hand, catching culprits from a distant land. But the immigrants, oh, they're slick and sly, couldn't catch them, no matter how they try. Turns out they got skills with traps and tricks, turning Garfield into tasty catfish sticks. Who's taking all the pets in Ohio? It's immigrants, the illegal kind, oh no. Fluffy's on a plate, Rover's in the stew. Lock up your pets, or there'll be dinner too. Now it's hit Cincinnati, pets all gone. The border's moved, but the meat's still on. Got your doggy in enchiladas tight, but I swear that sauce don't taste quite right. Grandma's cat in a quesadilla, oh, and don't ask about the Chihuahua tortilla. The headlines scream it's a national crime, but the tacos, damn, they taste divine. Who's taking all the pets in Ohio? It's immigrants, the illegal kind, oh no. Fluffy's on a plate, Rover's in the stew. Lock up your pets, or there'll be dinner too. Now there's whispers, it's all a scheme to take your poodle and your golden dream from Mexico straight to Buckeye Land. Furry friends lost to a dinner plan, but some folks say let them eat, as long as it's with salsa and some spice real sweet. So Ohio's torn, pets gone or stay. All I know is taco night just ain't the same way. Who's taking all the pets in Ohio? It's immigrants, the illegal kind, oh no. Fluffy's on a plate, Rover's in the stew. Lock up your pets, or there'll be dinner too. Now there's whispers, it's all a scheme to take your poodle and your golden dream from Mexico straight to Buckeye Land. Furry friends lost to a dinner plan, but some folks say let them eat, as long as it's with salsa and some spice real sweet. So Ohio's torn, pets gone or stay. All I know is taco night just ain't the same way. Who's taking all the pets in Ohio? It's immigrants, the illegal kind, oh no. Fluffy's on a plate, Rover's in the stew. Lock up your pets, or there'll be dinner too. The crepes.
Folks, gather around. I'm here to introduce the greatest, most luxurious fragrance the world has ever seen. It's called Fart.
That's right. Fart. It's bold. It's brash. It's unmistakably Trump. Just one spritz and you'll be the center of attention, whether people like it or not.
Listen, folks, people are always asking me, Mr. Trump, how do you smell so powerful? How do you radiate confidence? Well, the secret is out. Fart is a scent unlike any other. It's strong, unapologetic, and slightly controversial.
It's not just a cologne, it's a statement. You walk into a room and bam! Everyone knows you've arrived. It's the scent of deals, dominance, and, let's be honest, a hint of unpredictability.
Some people are calling it stinky. Some are saying, Mr. Trump, why would you name a cologne Fart? Well, I'll tell you why. The fake news media doesn't want you to know that Fart is actually an acronym. F-A-R-T. Fabulous Aromatic Real Trump. They didn't see that coming, did they?
No, they did not. And let's not forget the bottle design, crafted from the finest plastic money can buy. Each cap is dipped in gold-colored paint.
Exactly. And here's the deal, folks. For just $99.99, you can own your very own bottle of Fart. But wait, there's more. If you buy 10 bottles today, I'll throw in a signed photo of me smelling amazing.
Don't stop there. If you buy 100 bottles, you'll be entered into a raffle to have dinner with Mr. Trump himself.
The dinner's a Zoom call, right?
Absolutely, sir. Totally Zoom, very exclusive.
And let me tell you, folks, this cologne isn't just for men. Women, children, even pets. Everyone can smell like success. Even my good friend Vladimir Putin, he called me and said, Donald, Fart smells amazing. Best cologne in Russia. Folks, this is your chance to smell like a billionaire. Forget Chanel, forget Dior. When you wear Fart, you're wearing history.
That's right, so don't wait. Head to TrumpSmells.com and order now. Supplies are limited because Well, we didn't make that many.
And remember, folks, if you don't like it, too bad, no refunds. But trust me, you'll love it. Fart, it's huge, it's fantastic, and it's all American.
Trump fart. Smell the power.
Mr. Trump, we really need to talk about this new project of yours.
Ah, JD, always here to give me bad news. What's the problem now? Too many people excited about it? Book flying off the shelves already?
It's not flying off the shelves because it hasn't been released yet. That's what I'm here to talk about. This book, My Struggle, it's a little, well, problematic to say the least.
Problematic? No, genius, JD, genius. It's all about the struggles of being me. You know, the toughest job in history, being Donald J. Trump.
But the title, Mr. Trump, My Struggle, do you have any idea what people are going to compare that to?
I struggled, JD. I struggled harder than anyone. Do you know how hard it was to turn a small loan of $1 million into a global empire? They won't even let me tweet anymore. That's a struggle. That's my struggle.
Right, but how about the DVD, sir, a highlight reel of your campaign rallies? Really?
People love my rallies. The greatest rallies in history. Standing room only, tremendous crowds, huge applause, people fainting from too much winning. We're putting together the best moments, JD. It's like the Super Bowl, but for patriotism.
Mr. Trump, the book and the DVD combo, it's so blatant. I mean, you're literally charging people for a book about how great you are, and then throwing in a DVD of them cheering for you.
Exactly. It's called marketing, JD. Ever heard of it? The Trump brand is hot. People need this, and I'm giving them a deal. Buy the book, get the DVD free. That's the art of the deal. You know who taught me that? Me.
What if we just reconsider the name, maybe soften the pitch a little? My Struggle is going to cause confusion.
I hear you, JD. I really do. But look at the cover. Gold lettering, my face, huge hands. It's perfect. Plus, people will buy anything with my name on it. Believe me, I know these things.
You're not listening. This will backfire. The title is questionable. The DVD is, let's say, self-indulgent. You're going to alienate people.
Alienate? JD, I don't alienate, I dominate. This book is going to be bigger than the Bible. People will love it. They'll read it, they'll watch the DVD, and then they'll thank me because I made America great again.
Oh, God. We're really doing this, aren't we?
Relax, JD. You worry too much. Have I ever steered anyone wrong? Introducing the greatest book ever written by anyone, anywhere, My Struggle by Donald J. Trump. Order now and get a free DVD of my most epic rally moments. That's right, folks. The best speeches, the biggest crowds, and the loudest cheers. Guaranteed to make you feel like a winner.
This is madness.
Madness? No, JD, this is success, huge success. Now let's talk about the merch. I've got some red hats left over we can slap a My Struggle logo on.
So what's on the agenda today?
Oh man, you're not going to believe this.
What's this all about, Joe? You aren't usually this giddy.
Oh, this is just too good, Barack. Let's just say Trump got a little something extra with his Diet Coke this morning.
Oh yeah, and what could that possibly be?
Well, that's it. That sucker has a hard time telling the truth, so I slipped a truth serum in there, and he's got a recording session he's heading to right now.
This will certainly be interesting.
All right, who's recording in the studio today?
Oh, you're going to love this one. We've got Trump and J.D. Vance coming in here.
Them? I'm not so sure about that.
No, it'll be great, Jack. Just trust me on this.
If you insist, bring them in when they're ready.
If you take a look, everything I touch turns to shit. I hate to say the word, but it's true. Just plain shit. The shit, that shit, red, blue shit, that shit, horse shit. I'm just a terrible person. You knew that when you let me in. And if you vote for me this November for president, you are my friend. A dipshit.
If you take a look, everything I touch, it turns to shit. I hate to say the word, but it's true, just plain shit. This shit, that shit, red shit, blue shit, bad shit, horse shit. Ain't no other way to spew it. I'm just a terrible person, you knew that, man. I was a snake when you let me in, part of the plan. I slipped through the cracks, got my way to the top. Now everything I touch, man, it's bound to drop. Shit here, shit there, it's a shit small friends. And if you vote for me, well, you'll be a dipshit again. Shit here, shit there, it's a shit small friends. And if you vote for me, well, you'll be a dipshit again. No shame, I got no fear. Everything I do is so damn clear. You think I care, but nah, I don't. I'll say whatever, man, you know I won't. I'm stacking up the shit, piled it up high. The smell don't bother me, I just let it fly. You knew that I was trouble, but still you let me win. Now we're all swimming in it, let the chaos begin. Shit here, shit there, it's a shit small friends. And if you vote for me, well, you'll be a dipshit again. Shit here, shit there, it's a shit small friends. And if you vote for me, well, you'll be a dipshit again. I'm like a wrecking ball, swinging through the halls. Leave a trail of shit behind, watch it spatter on the walls. No matter what I do, it's a shit show on repeat. But you keep on clapping like it's some kind of feat. You're drinking up my lies, it's cooling to the brain. But deep down inside, you know it's all insane. I'm a mastermind of madness, chaos is my game. But if you're still by my side, then we're both to blame. Shit here, shit there, it's a shit small friends. And if you vote for me, well, you'll be a dipshit again. Shit here, shit there, it's a shit small friends. And if you vote for me, well, you'll be a dipshit again. Pied Piper, leading you astray, playing that sweet tune while the world's in disarray. You follow me blindly, even when it stinks. But I'll keep on marching, dragging you to the brink. Every promise I make, it's just smoke in the air. But you don't seem to care, man, you're stuck in my snare. I'll keep dishing out the shit, serving it up hot. And you'll eat it up gladly like it's all you got. I'm like the Pied Piper, leading you astray, playing that sweet tune while the world's in disarray. You follow me blindly, even when it stinks. But I'll keep on marching, dragging you to the brink. Every promise I make, it's just smoke in the air. But you don't seem to care, man, you're stuck in my snare. I'll keep dishing out the shit, serving it up hot. And you'll eat it up gladly like it's all you got. Now here's the final verse, let's take it to the end. I'll pile up the shit, no need to pretend. The world's on fire, but I'm fanning the flames. And you're still here cheering, calling out my name. So when November comes and you hit that poll, just remember, my friend, you're digging your own hole. I'll be there, smiling, watching it all spin. Cause if you vote for me, you're a dipshit, my kin.
Welcome to Tariffs for Dummies 2.0. Today, we're answering the big question: who do tariffs hurt? And what better way to explain than with this, our patented Tariff Simulator 3000 machine. Now, let's meet our volunteers. First up, we have the American consumer.
Wait, why am I here? I just came for the free snacks.
Perfect. Now, imagine you're buying something simple. Say, a TV. Tariffs increase the cost of imported goods, meaning your wallet gets lighter and your dignity takes a hit.
Why didn't they just raise the price?
They did. That's the metaphor. Moving on. Next, we have the American business owner. You see, tariffs raise costs for companies importing materials. Guess who eats that expense?
My shareholders are gonna love this.
And it doesn't stop there. Meet the American farmer.
Let me guess, I get kicked too?
Not just you. Foreign buyers hit back with retaliatory tariffs. That means fewer exports and fewer sales. Step right up.
Can't they just ban TikTok instead?
Great idea, but irrelevant. Finally, let's not forget the government.
Ha! I'm the one imposing the tariffs. Surely this doesn't hurt me.
Wrong again. When foreign countries retaliate, it reduces trade overall, shrinking the economy and even cutting government revenue. And there you have it, tariffs, a real pain for everyone.
We get it.
We get it. Tariffs hurt.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more economic lessons. And remember, if you're feeling the pain of tariffs, At least it's not literal.
I heard a rumor in the Sunday pews. They say there's a brand new fee to spread the good news. $100 grand to shake his hand and kneel down in prayer. But hallelujah, y'all, ain't that quite the fare? They say the blessings come with a price. But when your faith's on sale, you gotta think twice. He's got a golden grin and a gilded page, selling Trump Bibles. Tell me, is this the new rage? Oh, sing it now, hallelujah, amen. Pay up front if you wanna pray with him. The choir's chanting, it's a righteous plan. But I'm scratching my head, do we need a payment plan? We got the 100K, hallelujah, it's a big bold show. And the Trump Bible revival, that's how it goes. He's strutting down the aisle in a bright red tie, offering salvation that'll cost you and I. They're selling seats in the front for a heavenly view as the band plays on. Bless me, bless you. He's preaching riches in a righteous tone, but this holy hustle might be overblown. He's autographing scriptures, if your check don't bounce, step right up, folks, eternal grace by the ounce. Oh, sing it now, hallelujah, amen. Slide a check if you want to be born again. Buy a gilded Bible in the Trump design. Never mind that your pockets are running on decline. We got that 100K, hallelujah, all the folks in tow at the Trump Bible revival. The stage lights glow. Oh, gather round, salvation's on sale. Step right up and don't be shy. Just 100,000 for this holy guy. Guess the Lord accepts more than love and prayer, but something's fishy when faith's stuck in Times Square. I'll just keep humming the good book song, 'cause the gospel I love ain't spelled out in gold bullion. Oh, sing it now, hallelujah, amen. Pony up if you want your soul to mend. They say the more you pay, the higher you'll climb, but I believe in grace that don't cost a dime. We got that 100K, hallelujah, big business is a few at the Trump Bible revival. Fortune shining through, hallelujah, with a price tag. It's a business gag. I'll be praying for free in the old churchyard while the gospel truth lives in my humble heart.
I made a big old promise, said I'd fix the price of gas. Told you eggs would be cheaper, but now you're crying at the checkout fast. Said I'd be the best, folks, believe me, it's true. Now you're selling your furniture just to buy some stew. Yeah! Ooh, ah, what happened to that? Ooh, I did that. Well, I did that. Groceries high as a cat in a hat. You thought I'd save your cash, but now your bank account is trash. Oh, I did that. You did that. Oh, no. Remember when I told you gas will be so cheap? Now you're crying at the station, filling up ain't neat. A carton of eggs, forget about those. Better start investing in some backyard crows.
fed, blame the Dems, blame the media too. Blame Hunter, blame windmills, what else can I do? I take no responsibility, that ain't my style. Now let's all pretend this didn't happen for a while. Call, call, get a chicken. Ooh, ah, well, I did that. Economy's flat like a pop there match. You thought I'd bring relief, now you're cutting coupons like a thief. Oh, I did that. Yeah, he did that. Ooh, ah. Listen, folks, listen. I never said prices would drop. I just said eventually, maybe by 2053. And hey, windmills, folks, you know they're to blame, right? Windmills and Nancy Pelosi. That means he ain't got one. Ooh, ah. Listen, folks, listen. I never said prices would drop. I just said eventually, maybe by 2053. And hey, windmills, folks, you know they're to blame, right? Windmills and Nancy Pelosi. So if you're feeling hopeless, if your wallet is tight, just re-elect me, baby, and I'll make things right. Sure, last time I failed, but let's not dwell, 'cause this time my plan is, that means he ain't got one. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Some say it's the markets, some say it's a trend. I say just trust me, 'cause I'm your best friend. Forget all the past, ignore all the facts. Let's all pretend that I never said that. La 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 la, don't check the tapes. I'm just a felon. I'm just a felony. They say I'm guilty, but folks, I'm terrific. My crimes are all fake, they're totally specific. The judge said fraud, I said that's just art. It's not a scam, it's business, state of the Trump heart. I'm just a felon, standing so tall. Didn't break the law, I rewrote it, y'all. If stealing's a crime, then call me a pro. But my fans still love me, ratings don't lie, bro. Trump steaks were rare, like my memory in court. Trump vodka went bankrupt, but hey, great report. My airline went down, my casino too, but at least my airpiece never lost its value. They called it fraud, I call it flair. Like selling bottled air as Trumpian-aire. The wall never finished, but that ain't my fault. It's Mexico's checkbook stuck in the vault. I'm just a felon with a platinum plan. I'll sell you a Bible signed by my hand. I'm guilty of grift, but look at the view. The only thing rigged is the scales, they love me too. Sharpies on maps, stakes from a mall. A university degree worth nothing at all. NFT cars of me holding a spear. Buy 500 packs, win dinner right here. I'm just a felon, America's son. The jury said 12, but I counted 1. If losing is winning, then baby I won. I'm guilty of greatness, the best felon bar none. They call me a felon, folks, but really felons wish they were me. Nobody does felonies like Trump. I'm the Picasso of crime, the Mozart of grift. Honestly, they should thank me. Tremendous felon, the best, believe me.
Tired of seeing Trump's face only on American flags?
It's great, but I need more.
Well, now you can take Trump's branding to divine heights. Introducing the Trump Blasphemy Bible, now featuring Trump's face.
I feel so holy.
It's like a miracle.
Praise be to me. That's right. Send me your offering, suckers. Oh crap, I mean my people.
For just $69.99, you can own your very own ticket to the Highway to Hell, the Trump Good Book.
Look, everyone, it's Trump and the flag on the Bible.
Wow, now that's divine. Now I can pray with style.
This is the best gift ever.
Whether you're at church, in a book club, or just showing off at the local cafe, your Trump Blasphemy Bible will be the talk of the town. Order now at www.trumpsholyface.com or call 1-800-BIBLE-FACE and elevate your spiritual game for only $69.99. Shipping and handling not included. Limited time offer. Not responsible for any unintended blasphemy or sacrilegious implications. Terms and conditions apply.
Folks, welcome back to the Presidential Podcast, the #1 show in America, maybe the world. People are calling it the greatest podcast in history. even better than Rogan? And I said, of course it is. Joe Rogan talks to mushrooms. I bring peace to the Middle East. It's a very big difference, tremendous difference. Today we're talking about October 9th, 2025, a day so historic that even CNN had to pretend to smile for 5 minutes. They didn't know what to do. I gave the world peace, and they're still looking for a scandal. Oh no, Trump stopped a war. What do we do now? Probably blame me for low ratings. We've got peace deals, shutdowns, lawsuits, and even a shiny new Trump dollar coin. That's right. I'm on money now, folks. The founding fathers are jealous. So let's get started with the big one, the deal of the century. Again, segment 1, the Gaza peace deal. Blessed are the peacemakers, especially the handsome ones. Historic day, folks. Huge. The Trump administration, that's me in case the fake news forgot, has officially brokered a phase 1 peace agreement between Israel and Hamas. Everyone said it couldn't be done. Obama tried. Biden fell asleep. Jimmy Carter's still painting fences somewhere. And I walked in and said, how about we just make a deal? Boom, they all folded like Biden's teleprompter. Now the plan is simple. Hamas gives back all 48 hostages, living and, some not so living. And Israel gives back about 2,000 prisoners. I call it the art of the exchange. Both sides get something. Nobody gets everything. And Trump gets all the credit. The way it should be. People said, Mr. President, this must have taken months of careful diplomacy. I said, no. It took one Truth Social post and a very handsome negotiator. Marco Rubio handed me a note saying, sir, post fast so we break the news first. Can you believe that? A handwritten note like it's 1993. I said, Marco, this isn't high school, but fine. Posted it. Got 10 million likes, and the deal was born. World leaders are losing their minds. Macron called it extraordinary. Erdogan said I showed great political will. And the United Nations, the worst building in New York, actually praised me. They said, President Trump, you've given the world hope. I said, I've given you rent-free office space for decades. You're welcome. Of course, the Democrats are saying it's all timed before the Nobel Peace Prize announcement. Yeah? Because that's called good timing. You don't bake the cake after the birthday party, folks. But they're right about one thing. I will win the Nobel. I brought peace to the Middle East. I stopped wars. I even hugged Kanye once. If that doesn't deserve a Nobel, I don't know what does. Segment 2, the shutdown. Operation Layoffs for Liberty. The government still shut down, folks, and let me tell you, it's beautiful. Everyone's crying, oh no, 750,000 federal workers aren't getting paid. And I said, that's called draining the swamp. You think these people were building roads? No, they were building PowerPoints about feelings. The fake news calls it a crisis. I call it a strategic cleansing. We're using the shutdown to permanently streamline the government, which means less waste, less bureaucracy, and fewer people asking for printer ink. Russ Vought, my budget guy, great guy, strong jawline, little dark energy, but I like it, put out a video of himself as the Grim Reaper cutting federal programs. The media freaked out. They said, this is terrifying. And I said, that's the point. We're even holding back $2.1 billion from Chicago's train project. Why? Because Chicago voted against me. That's called consequences. You can't vote for chaos and then ask for a shiny new subway. That's like inviting raccoon into your house and then complaining about the garbage. Segment 3, the National Guard showdown, law and order or else. And so now we got this lawsuit, Washington, D.C., suing me for sending the National Guard to protect their city. They say it's unconstitutional. I say it's presidential. they're mad I sent troops to stop crime. You'd think they'd be grateful. Half the states did, the red ones, the good ones said Detroit, said, Coach, go Trump, keep the peace. The blue ones said, how dare you defend the Capitol? Folks, we live in a time where protecting citizens is controversial. If George Washington could see this, he'd ride his horse straight to CNN headquarters and demand airtime. And let's be honest, the mayor of D.C. couldn't organize a lemonade stand. I told her, if you can't handle it, I'll handle it for you. Then the lawyers started calling us, sir, there's a lawsuit. I said, perfect, another win coming. Segment 4, the University Compact. Obey or pay full tuition. We're fixing universities, folks. They've gone crazy. All these kids majoring in gendered interpretive dance of capitalism. Useless. So I made a deal. The Compact for Academic Excellence. If schools want big, beautiful federal money, they got to stop attacking conservatives and start teaching real subjects like business or winning. We told them freeze tuition, cap foreign students, stop discriminating against Republicans. The left calls it a Faustian bargain. I call it a really good deal with benefits. Texas already said they'll sign. California's mad. Gavin Newsom said he'll pull $2.8 billion in aid if they do. I said, Gavin, you'll need that money to fix your tent cities. We're making college great again by making it affordable, patriotic, and a little afraid of me. Segment 5, the Trump dollar coin. In gold we trust. This one's incredible. The U.S. Mint is proposing a Trump dollar coin. Finally, they said no living president's ever been on money. I said, that's because no living president ever deserved it. They'll say, this breaks tradition. Folks, so did electricity. And now you all use it. My coin's going to commemorate America's 250th anniversary. And on one side, it's me pumping my fist, very heroic moment after surviving an assassination attempt. I'm like Andrew Jackson meets Rambo. The other side will say, America first again. Because honestly, if Biden had his face on a coin, it would melt from confusion. It's more than currency. It's art. Kids will trade them. Collectors will frame them. And Democrats will cry about authoritarian symbolism. I'll say it's just a coin, but thanks for noticing the leadership. Segment 6, media, lawsuits, and lies. Fake news, real tears. So, the Associated Press sued us because we wouldn't let them into events after they refused to call it the Gulf of Trump. I mean, come on, I give you geography with personality. But they sued, they won. And I said on TV, they lost. Because let's face it, if I say it, half the country believes it, and the other half writes angry op-eds. That's balance, folks. They're calling it an assault on the press. I call it an accountability exercise. Maybe if they wrote nice things, they'd get better seats. And then we've got the pardons. A few critics saying I've been too generous. Look, I pardoned Trevor Milton, the electric truck guy. His trucks didn't move, but his donations sure did. That's called energy transfer. Meanwhile, the FEC, the people who watch campaign money, okay, can't even meet. No quorum. I fired one of them because he was boring. Now they can't enforce anything. It's like spring break for politicians. Segment 7, health and heroics. Perfect score, perfect president. Fake news says Trump looks tired. Folks, I'm 79, but I've got the stamina of a 35-year-old, the hair of a 25-year-old, and the mental sharpness of 10 Bidens combined. I'm going for my checkup at